Hey, what's going on guys? My name is Silent Core and welcome back to my Red Dead Redemption 2 news series. So today I'm going to be going over a bunch of different news stories, starting off with Rockstar's most recent earnings call, also an article published by GameInformer, and Rockstar's most recent announcement on backwards compatibility, which just happened today actually. If you guys are new around here, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss out on any updates. I'll be keeping you guys updated on all the news, rumours and discussions around Red Dead Redemption 2. So first up, let's talk about the earnings call. This just happened on Tuesday the 7th, and as always these earning calls, they're kept pretty brief details wise, we don't really get any big reveals, but I'll go over everything you guys need to know. So Strauss Zelnick, who is Take-Two's CEO, said obviously we are incredibly excited, not just Red Dead Redemption 2, but also the online offering to come. So Rockstar will talk more about the title, but obviously there is great anticipation on both ourselves and consumers. And then he went on to say quite an interesting statement where he said, "I'm fond of saying entertainment is an unusual animal in that entertainment properties don't really need to compete with other entertainment properties. You never need entertainment. Entertainment is something that you want to have, but it's not a need to have. If nothing in the market appeals to you at some time, then there is no reason to go and get it. And if multiple things appeal to you, avid consumers will consume all of those things." So here he's talking about the competition between GT Online and Red Dead Redemption 2 Online, and he said that there is no competitive dynamic with any of their upcoming releases. And he confirmed that the success of Red Dead Redemption 2, which is highly anticipated, will be driven by quality, and he thinks that the ongoing success of GT Online is also driven by the extraordinary quality. So I guess that's good news for GT Online fans, because it sounds like you guys will get ongoing support for that game going forward, as well as content going into Red Dead Online. Throughout the call we also got thrown at us some numbers on a few different titles which are actually quite interesting. For example, the original Red Dead Redemption game actually sold 15 million copies to date, and then Grand Theft Auto 5 has sold an absolutely astonishing 75 million copies to date, which is absolutely insane. Take-Two also said they want to support Nintendo Switch with more titles going forward, starting with NBA 2K18. Now let's move on to Game Informer. Now they just announced their March cover game, which is Zelda. There was a lot of disappointing people in the comments thinking that the March cover would be Red Dead Redemption 2. I mentioned this in my last video, but Game Informer did do breaking articles giving lots of new details on GTA 5, L.A. Noire, I think Max Payne as well. A lot of Rockstar games have been covered in Game Informer and given exclusive details, so a lot of people were speculating that's what's going to happen with Red Dead Redemption 2. But with March out of the question, that just moves along the next tentpole, which I guess would be April. Now, Game Informer didn't actually leave us completely hanging. They did a pretty lengthy article talking about Red Dead Redemption 2 and how it may be affected by GT Online. It's a really interesting article. Now, they talk a lot about how the components of GT Online would actually physically work in Red Dead Online given the time restraints. So they talk about lots of the different offerings, including horse breeds, wagons, stagecoaches for you to use for land transportation, and then also a lot of boats, and at that time steamboats were still going at that time, so that gives us a whole variety of different ways to travel along land and sea. And I'm also quite glad they mentioned this part about a lot of people are upset about how much grinding it actually takes in Grand Theft Auto Online to get the things you want, to afford a yacht or to set up a motorcycle business. They state here that crafting could be a very organic way to give players an alternative way to progress through the game and get in-game content other than grinding out, repetitive multiplayer matches for it. And this is actually a really interesting concept, and they went into quite a lot of detail in it, so we could be like trading furs, wood, oil, and other resources, quite similar to how big MMO games do it. And that was actually a big part of the last Red Dead Redemption game, hunting all the different animals, collecting parts from all those animals. It was actually a really big part of a lot of the challenges and a lot of the gameplay. A lot of the missions required you to get certain parts of animals. They mentioned here that the hunter-gatherer-harvester dynamic wouldn't be out of place in Red Dead Redemption. They also talked a little bit about the organization structure that's been put into GT Online. Obviously we have the biker businesses, the CEO, the VIP, and it's quite likely that we'll be using those same components in Red Dead Redemption set into that time area. So we can already tell from the trailer that gangs are going to be a big part of the game, and they mentioned here that these criminal gangs could trade in stock, you could do gun running, drugs, prostitution, there's also counterfeit currency, or fool's gold as it was called at that time. And yeah, lots of interesting possibilities for what Red Dead Online could have in store with us, and actually reading this article got me pretty excited for the potential of it. And the last bit of news I've got for you guys today isn't actually Red Dead related, but it was a Rockstar announcement. The GTA 4 and the DLCs for that, the episodes of Liberty City, they're now actually playable on Xbox One through backwards compatibility. So, you know, if you want to kill the next few months while we wait for Red Dead Redemption 2, if you are a Red Dead fan, chances are you're going to be a GTA fan as well, so it's probably worth playing through GTA 4 again. I actually went ahead and ordered the complete edition on Amazon. It gives you like the full GTA 4 game and also the 2 episodes with it as well. So I'm quite looking forward to playing through all of that again. I'll also put a link to the complete edition if you guys are interested in checking it out on Amazon. I'll put a link down in the description for you guys. So that's all the news I've got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please take a few seconds to leave it a like if you did enjoy. Have yourselves a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one.